like to thank y'all for coming out to the first episode of the 212 podcast. My name is King Suave. I know a lot of y'all may know me. A few of y'all may not. But I've been out here in Boston doing my thing a while. Management, artists, clubs, lifestyle, doing events, promotions, designing clothing. Shout out everybody that's doing some shit right now. But I want to introduce y'all to my co-host, Razor Ramon.
What's going on, man? First and foremost, before I get into my introduction, how you feeling, man?
Bro, I'm happy we finally got this shit going, bro.
It's been like about a year.
We've been working for a year, bro.
Quincy, bro, when you first brought it to me, so I'm just saying how you feeling, because I'm feeling good. I'm feeling, got a lot of things going on right now, and as we both do, and this is just icing on the cake. But yeah, most people know who I am. We getting a little older, but I'm Ramon, Razor. A lot of people call me Razor. We've been in the city doing a few things, from clubs to after parties, clothing. You do basketball tournaments. And, we just really want to start this podcast. There's a lot of people doing podcasts, so it's like it's not a thing to where it's, we jumping on the bandwagon. No, I got something to say. You got something to say. We're not
creating the wheel, man.
Nah, but that don't even matter. That don't even matter.
So basically, before we get into this, we would like to humbly thank our gracious sponsor, Butter High Tolerance. I'm smoking right now as well, too. But beside that, man, right now, also, too, I'd like to thank Save right now.
And this spot is really dope. If y'all ain't been here, come out here.
If you ain't been here, nigga, your bitch has. Excuse my language, I apologize.
That might be a fact. Every time I walk in here, I see somebody in the cut, nigga, just
always
with a shorty, like, damn, like with pasta and red wine.
You know about niggas out of car.
Supposed to be white wine too.
You know about niggas out of car out here or the weekday night thinking they slobbing, like, and I'm just coming to chill right quick. It's like, I see you, nigga, but hey, I ain't gonna say nothing.
But and it's 30 minutes away from the city, so if you from out there, it's a little getaway.
Niggas be thinking it's a getaway. Niggas ain't need a passport for prom.
Yo, the first time I came in here with you on the walk-in, I'm like, damn, I knew 3 people off rip. So it's not a getaway like we think it is, but it's a dope spot, man. If y'all ain't check out Sage, check out Sage Kitchen out here in where we Pawtucket? What's this?
No, what is this? We on Atwell's Ave, right here in Proby.
Proby.
Right on 332 Atwell's Ave. The food is amazing. The
got hookahs.
Is amazing. The hookahs are good.
Yes.
Yo, everything is the vibe. It's a vibe in here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So before we get into this podcast, man, I want to introduce y'all. Well, give y'all an introduction on what the 212 podcast and what it is to expect from me and my co-host Razor, right? So the 212 podcast is something we've been working on for about a year now. And we know there's a bunch of podcasts going on right now in this podcast realm, but we feel like as the men we are, we got a lot of things to discuss. There's a lot of things that's not being spoken about properly or even on a real man accord. So we feel like starting this 212 podcast, and if you know what 212 means, come sit down with your OG. Let's come discuss this shit. And people who look into their numbers, when you look at the 212 angel numbers, it means trust yourself and exude positivity. So we done did so much, and like we really are try to be the older niggas that we needed growing up. Mm-hmm. I can definitely say that for Razor, and I can definitely say that for myself. Mm-hmm. So as far as with this podcast, we're gonna talk about some shit. We're gonna touch a few topics, few subjects, but we also want to talk about financial literacy. We're gonna talk about shit that's going on in the community that we need to better ourselves on. We're gonna hold ourselves accountable. We need to be vulnerable at times and just talk about certain things of how can we really proactively move forward as a people. Because I know niggas who know me, I done grown a lot from when I used to be the arrogant Boopsy to who I am now being King Suave. It's definitely two different, and I still can be Boopsy.
Have you? Yeah, I was about to ask. You be having them flashbacks
once in a while. Because I seen a meme that says I'm healing. That I'm healed. I'm healing, but I'm not healed. So I will react like and I try not to do that because I'm trying to move better in life. But nigga, not like you perfect, nigga.
Yeah, no, I mean. To piggyback off of you, at the end of the day, this is for me, and I can probably speak for you. At the end of the day, one of my favorite quotes is, "A wise man knows that he knows nothing." So I'm here, we here, and there's a life goes on. I'm not here to talk to people like I know everything, because I don't, like I'm perfect. I'm not. So as we go through this and we do episode, I'm going to learn. You're going to learn. Maybe people out there are going to learn. But that's what this is about. You know, figuring out things. You know, we might bring out guests from time to time, but we try and figure it out. And good conversations always lead to something else. And if we can spark something in one person, and then maybe the feedback they get can spark something in me, and you know what I'm saying? And then there's just a chain of events. So this whole thing is about conversations, which is not really a thing right now, you know, because of social media. People get in these phones,
just having one
be whoever they want to be.
Exactly.
So, you know, we got to bring it back to convos and actually that the personality and knowing how to talk to people, and when it's uncomfortable conversations and as well as comfortable ones. So, you know,
the civilization aspect. I was just saying that
human aspect of it, and because we're losing that.
Yes, but no matter what, we're all humans at the end of the day. But what makes us different from the animals, like I say, besides having fucking thumbs, is we are a civilization. We get better and better with each generation and with time. Not saying animals don't do that, but they don't conduct themselves as a civilization.
And you know what's crazy though? But I think a lot of people, they know you, because all the feedback I got from was like, nah, I know. One shorty was like, yo, I know y'all gonna be in there flaming us.
No.
You gonna be flaming.
Why are we gonna be flaming the women for?
I mean,
why are we gonna be flaming the women for? We're gonna hold them accountable.
But
the same way we're gonna hold ourselves, our men accountable. We're gonna hold niggas accountable too.
There's definitely room for the torches, but we know that's not what we gonna base it on. It's not coming in.
Podcast where we gonna be here bashing women. I love women.
Yeah.
Especially black women. I love all women, but I love my black women. I love my black queens, but like I said, I love all women. But
what about the snowflakes? You ain't fucking with the snow bunnies?
You want to start a conversation? Bro? You want to start this on the first episode?
My milk of magnesia. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta
Malcolm X. We ain't laying on Plymouth Rock, nigga. Plymouth Rock laying on us, nigga.
Nah, I'm hip. Yeah, but we not on here to bash nobody. Like I said, natural conversations and we gonna flow.
But it's crazy you saying that, because it's crazy that people just have a pigeonhole of what somebody used to be or expectation of what somebody is. And it's like, it's funny because a lot of people who don't know me, who just know of me or know the ambiance of me, they'll get that. Then a lot of people, when I be getting people one-on-one or having conversations, they be like, damn, I didn't know you was this smart, or I didn't know you was like this. I'm like, yeah,
but
man.
you know, but it's crazy because like we partied a lot, especially with, you know, anybody that's from Boston. They know FVC or what we created or what we had going on. And we would be late nights, like at my crib, after party drinking. And that's what we were doing, drinking, smoking hookah. But then sometimes, you know, when you get drunk, you get liquored up, certain conversations start happening. And then you start busting people in the head with certain angles. And they're like, same thing. Yo, I didn't know. And I'm like, you know what? You didn't need to know. I don't no, because at certain time I don't need you to know. If we're drinking and we're smoking, we having a good time, that's where I'm gonna keep it. Because the more I feel, the more people know about you, the more they can hurt you. So I try to. You just said before when we were setting up, like, yo, we've been on our surprise, like, yo, throw it out, like, let's surprise them type shit. So like, it's always good when you kind of head crack somebody with talking a different way they didn't expect necessarily. So it's like, I love that shit though. I love when people don't, because here, in regular shit, when I'm promoting or doing whatever, I'm raising. But then I have a corporate job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where I have 55, 60 employees. I'm totally different when I go in there. But that's what life's about, being able to be a chameleon. I got to be able to talk to these street niggas over here, and I got to be able to talk to Bill and Todd over here when it comes to that. And a lot of people don't know how to separate the two. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, that's what's finding that balance.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of podcasts, and I hate that people would even expect that, okay, me and you gonna get on a podcast with Sebastian shit, because they don't see.
First of all, they never would expect us to do it together.
I don't know why not. I don't know, because I am getting that from a few people. They're shocked, like, you gonna raise that? I'm like, what the yo, one thing me and Razor's known for, we are two like alpha males who are just comfortable with being ourselves. So we can have a heated debate conversation, and then 2 minutes after that be laughing, like joking about some dumb shit. And it would always happen in a drunk setting or late at night. So niggas and females will be watching on some like wanting to see a tussle or some shit happen. It's like, nah, we just don't agree on this fucking subject right here. So we gonna keep going back and forth because I want to see where I'm coming from. He want me to see where I'm coming from. I don't see where he coming from. He's not gonna stop. So when we started this verbatim between me and you, this friendship, what? I remember the first time I met Razor. I'll talk about this. First time I met Razor.
About to say some nonsense.
Shout out to them niggas, man. I ain't gonna say too much, but it was a vibe where I came around and niggas was like, yo, niggas ain't want me around. I'm like, what? So I said something to Razor. I'm like, yo, what's up? I see Razor. I'm like, yo, what's up, nigga? He's like, bro, you right? And I said something to niggas before already. We already had that conversation. I'm like, what's up? He's like, nah, because you are who you are, and I respect that. I'm like, I fuck with this nigga. Like, before I even had to like get on court and feeling how I feel, niggas like, nah, I know what you're saying. I had a conversation with niggas about that shit already too.
Because what happens is when you have if you have a group of guys, any group, this goes for females and guys, but when you have a group, right, of that's together, and then you get somebody who comes in from the outside, and let's say it's somebody like you who's a, you know what I mean, alpha male, or you presume yourself a certain way, it starts to turn the balance off of what people feel like they have going on. So they don't know how to necessarily handle it. I be around all types of people, so I know how to handle certain things. And I also one of the people, I don't think I know everything. So I don't care how old you are. I don't know what's the age difference. Well, I'm
30 years older than me.
I'm just saying.
Me, but
years older. But that's my point. Even if just meeting you, because we used to have these conversations, I'm like, just meeting you, I'm like, when you talk, I can learn something from you, you can learn something from me. I'm not going to say him like, nigga, you 30, 29, so you can't tell me shit.
Even setting up, me and this nigga going back and forth about some shit right quick. Fact. But that's just us. 5 minutes later, it's not even no debate to talk about it. So I feel it weird that people they don't feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And I live by, this is one mantra I live by. I will not make myself feel uncomfortable to make you feel comfortable.
Never.
I'm not going to smile to appease you. I'm not going to do this to make you feel comfortable.
Never.
No, I'm not going to do that. Because my people, my black people have done that for so long just to make the world deem them not as violent or scared of them. No, I'm going to appease you. So then the motherfucker I am, the king that I am, no. You gonna fuck with me, you fuck with me. Or if you don't fuck with me, it is what it is. But we're gonna have that level of respect. It's not gonna be no level of disrespect. We're gonna have to keep it respectful. But if you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. Let's keep it as that. That
reminds me of remember Coach Carter when Cruz stood up and he did the saying, he did that little speech when he was talking about like the light inside, I won't dim my light for you.
In the gym?
Yeah, when they was in the gym, sitting, or the classroom, one of them. They was in the gym in the little desk. But anyway, it don't even matter.
Just Google it. Google it, Shiz.
But that's one of my favorite joints too, because it's like you're 100% correct. I'm not gonna. There's certain niggas that walk into a room, right, and then without doing anything, people recognize they know that they're there. And if I'm with my niggas or whatever, I fuck with you, I love you, but I'm not going. You know what? Tonight, bro, I'm gonna cool out so the bitches will recognize. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not.
But honestly, I was having a conversation. I've kind of found my solace in doing that. Like I know younger me going out, niggas. Like every time you see me in the club, shirt open. Or some shit like that.
You did used to do that
all
shit.
All the time, nigga. Shit, shirt open.
I did look like Mike Lowry, nigga.
and I used to always wear a suit to the club. Or I used to always wear some slack shit growing up, man. I was really trying to, I was really on the suave shit, and I still am, but I realized it was like, okay, so doing that, it was like, and I realized, like, I made a lot of people uncomfortable. I made a lot of people not like me. And I was like, you know, I can pull back and still be me, but not just be too much. And it's like, I still feel like people are like, yo, you too much. I'm like, I'd rather be too much than not enough. You feel me? But still, even with that, I'm like, I ain't even doing much right. I got the leash on right now. So if I really started, nigga, you just ain't my people. Then you ain't someone that's for me. And that's what I had to realize. Growing in life, it's like certain people who you just don't. Life's like a puzzle. Certain people just get it, fit in. Certain people just doesn't. And once you figure out who fits in, it becomes a beautiful masterpiece. And sometimes it takes time. It takes sometimes it takes people in the early years. Some people take in the later years, but. It's all, life is a growing thing. Civilization is a growing thing. And that's why we wanted to bring this podcast out and just have platform where we can talk, we can grow.
And that's rounding it back to where we started. That why we starting it and the reason and how long it took for everything. But that was the point of everything we just said, is that we been putting the work in, and this is why we started it, just to have conversations, certain conversations and difficult ones, like I said, and all that. So that was the meaning of that whole thing. So we gonna get to it, man.
Because there's so many different style and aspects of a podcast, and it would be easy for, no disrespect, I can't say that, because shout out to my nigga Chiz and them, they just won that fucking podcast of the year award again, second time. My nigga, shout out to them. CWTFB Radio.
Oh, they won it.
Yeah, shout out to them
tonight. Was it
yes.
at the joint?
Yeah, but back to the point I was making is like, me and Razor could have said, okay, you know what? I'm in the management. I do events. We could have said, you know what? Let's do a music podcast. Mm-hmm. But then we'll be competing with other music podcasts in the city that's popping already. But that's not even our mindset. Like I said, we're not coming to this podcast forum to compete with nobody. We just feel like we got something to discuss.
Yeah,
and that's why we named our shit 212. We got something to talk about.
And we don't want to put ourselves in a box.
Exactly.
Because when you put yourself in a box, and you got to stick to the music, or you got to stick to the whatever it is, or if we're on here bashing females, and we got to stick to that because that's going to be our niche. I don't want to have a niche. I want it to free flow. So. That's the lane we got to go down. It's the lane we gonna go down.
Yeah,
moving forward
for sure. No ceilings.
But hold on. Before we shout out to my little sister Key, man. She just now
shout out Kiwi
won Boston New Artist of the Year. Was it the BMAs?
BMAs.
New Artist of the Year. Performed with a live band. Said she had the best performance ever. She been doing this shit a fucking year, bro.
I like that.
She been doing it a fucking
That's
year,
called efficiency.
But the way they've been embracing this little girl, bro, it's
so.
No
little girl, she's a grown ass woman. They got her doing her thing.
But to me, you're not her brother. I
understand,
but do you
on this platform? Yeah, cause I got a little sister. I can't call her little sister. She's a grown ass woman. She be on her shit.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
But in my eyes, but.
Ooh, make some fucking noise in the background. Niggas ain't making no noise in the background, bro. That's crazy.
Nah, but honestly, bro, to see that, I see her born to now, bro. That shit is so dope, bro. Yeah, like no dope. Bullshit. It's just
no bullshit. Like
it's dope to me, bro.
I feel you, but that's how I feel about Lyron, my little brother. Like,
no, but that's what I'm saying, bro.
Yo, when that nigga came home, I was upset, bro. I remember coming home 5th grade. I was fucking like 11 years old. I'm outside playing basketball. My mom's like, "Stop bouncing that ball. Your brother's sleeping." He just came home. I'm like, who gives a fuck? Like, and now that's my nigga. Like, bro, like that's I let.
And it's crazy because you and little quick story time, I don't know if you remember. You remember when they had that they was doing the little Monica challenge where they had the beat. It was like a Monica beat.
Yeah, So Gone.
Exactly, the So Gone challenge. That was her first shit she ever wrote. Her first rap ever. Doing the So Gone challenge. Off a challenge. And she started rapping, and then we would go to functions. We'd be at my mother's crib, and she was like, "Yo, let me rap it for you." And then right then I'm like, "Yo, rap," because she used to dance and model, and I'm like, rap. She's like,
so that's why rap. She's like the whole package, with the personality, everything.
Mind you,
she's not new to the.
Mind you, she went to Latin Academy.
Okay.
So she went there. Yeah, she went there.
Fuck BLA.
Yeah, here you go.
Hate that.
There you go. There you go.
Shout out Noble, but fuck BLA.
But she went there, and then she was on the dance team, and she, like I said, model. And then when she did that So Gone challenge, I'm like, rap, and she just took that shit serious. And it's so dope. And you know this, just from a standpoint of when seeing her, but then when you started Suave Life, and I saw the FEC, it starts off as an idea up here. Because you got all these thoughts, even starting this, right? We got all these thoughts going on in our mind, like, yo, this is what I think it could be, this is what I want to do. And then you start taking them little steps and increments, and then you see it go from there to there, to there, to there. And then at a time, you sit back and you're looking like, it was a time when I was at, it was a time I was at Bijou, and I'm looking at the crowd, and I'm just like, damn, niggas brought all these people here. I used to be in the back of the line of this bitch trying to go
Fridays. I've been to
Nigga.
Chrome Fridays. I used to
Trying to get a collar shirt, figuring how I'm gonna get in Bijou, nigga.
Yo, nigga, when we used to want to go out, nigga, yo, what y'all doing Friday? Let's go. Chrome Friday be packed. Nigga, we don't wait no line, nigga, come on, let's go. They ain't even paying nothing, nigga. Yo, raise a nigga downstairs the door, nigga, 4 of us, nigga. We inside, nigga, come on, nigga.
Mind you,
shout out FBC, nigga.
A lot of people that don't know this, quick story time on that. So when that started, we was in Lowell. I know you remember the Lowell shit. We was in Lowell at Savannah Palace.
Oh, I remember going out there once.
Shout out the owners over there. We got in there, and at the time I told the niggas, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna give us 8 months before. I mean, not 8 months. Sorry, I'm gonna give us a couple years before we have a club downtown. Just also promotion shit. We did it in 8 months. Shout out Money Mike too for the opportunity at Bijou.
Wow.
So we
I forgot that day.
Yeah, he was the nigga, he was the link to that. So when we got in there, so we sitting there thinking about the name, and we're on the group text, and he's like, yo, what we gonna call tonight? And everybody's like, I don't know. I'm literally going through my phone, Suave. I'm like, and I see Google Chrome. I see the Chrome shit. But at the time, the Chrome shit was in. Like, it was like one of them things. And I'm like, Chrome Fridays. And that's how it started.
Yo, patent police, come get this nigga, please. This nigga's a fucking thief. Why he didn't admit that on camera, yo? He admit that on live camera, bro.
But look.
But nah, Chrome Fridays was a time.
That was Google Chrome, and that was Chrome Fridays, two different things.
Chrome Fridays was an era. That was
but
a time.
It was a time. It was a hell of a time. But shout out Key.
Yeah, shout out Key for
I love you. I love you. I'm sorry I wasn't there, and I feel like shit. But, you know, I had to get to this work. So salute to you, little sis. I love you. So what we getting into? Let's get into some ratchet shit, man. What we getting into, man? What they expecting from us?
We're not gonna give them what they expect. We're gonna give them a
little bit.
We want to give them. We're gonna give them what we want to give them.
Not even a little. We ain't gonna give them a little bit
because we gotta talk about
it. We gotta. You know what I mean?
I don't want to talk about this, but we gotta talk about this shit, man. It's disgusting. It's sad. And
the biggest trial since OJ.
And it's like no bullshit. No, it's the biggest trial since OJ, bro. I forgot about the Jay-Z trial. I forgot about the R. Kelly trial. I forgot about all that shit, bro. I forgot about everything thinking about this shit. But the reason
how do you feel about
I'm about to tell you. I feel like shit. Honestly, right now, I feel like shit. Why? Because me being the man that I am and loving black women so much and knowing how us black men can get and trying to hold everybody accountable and me... Niggas, I'll bring something back. We the first niggas. I was a part of a crew of the first niggas who brought Tory up here to Boston, niggas, 7 years ago. Niggas remember.
Johnny and all that.
Yeah, Bang Bang
them niggas. Yep, shout out Johnny.
Yeah, shout out Johnny Bang Bang with the shits, all that. Like I said, that's what I said I was a part of the crew. My homie brought me in, all that shit. So we had some shit going. I'm not going to go back and tell the story, but I seen Tory in action before. So when I heard this story, I said, I can believe it, cause I I believe it. You know what? Damn. And
wild young nigga.
Yeah, at the time, Wild Young and doing him, cool. Definitely has matured over the years, cool. And you gotta let people mature. And I'm a person who I know I done held people back to what they done did in the past, and I hate when people do it to me. So it's like you can't be a opposite reflection of what you want.
Yeah.
But like I said, I gotta say this. When it first happened, I ain't gonna lie. Today's the first day I played Tory's music in years. The first day I played Tory's music in years, bro.
No. But you was bumping it in here.
Yes, I was bumping it.
You was bumping it here on the setup, nigga.
I was bumping it, nigga.
Proud,
I was bumping it. No,
proud. Crip walking.
Yo, Tory's that nigga.
He was
man.
T-walking, the Toronto walking. He was in here acting crazy.
Nah,
I never heard of that till today. You said Toronto walking. I don't know what that was.
This nigga's making shit up live on camera. Yo, how he does it.
You ain't say Toronto walking?
Voila, nigga. This nigga's crazy.
Shout out Canada.
But yeah, so like I was saying, bro, shout out Canada. But yo, when the shit first happened, I really said, yo, fuck this. Yo, this nigga really did this shit because it sounded believable. It sounded believable. And I'm just like, all right, I know how we as men, we don't protect black women. So you know what, as a black man, I have to, you know what, stand by this beautiful black woman that just came out and she's preaching positivity. It seems like on the front to all these other women and everybody and women empowerment and all that. So I said, damn. But then now as the shit's unfolding and you hearing shit from the trial and
sounds sketchy.
I got my foot in my mouth. I feel like a fucking dickhead.
It's a lot of sketchy shit going on. Just like the little.
It's just sketchy.
The little lies as far as like when she told Gail she didn't fuck him, and then then she went in trial, said she fucked him. That right there is because that's in court. They can use that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, they can't. Nah, because on trial and that's why the thing is, first day of trial, she said it. They asked, did you fuck Tory? Yes, I did. We had an intimate relationship, blah, blah, blah. So long as you don't lie on trial, long as you don't lie, Gail ain't shit, nigga.
But hold on. But that's when the lawyer come in.
What
so why
cameras
you,
on
me?
Look. What cameras, nigga? You can lie on Gail,
but look,
nigga. Fuck you,
but I'm hip. But look,
is this camera on me?
But then they'll hit you with, so why you lie on Gail? But then of course, objection. I did go get told.
And that's what did happen.
I know. I'm hip.
I heard allegedly because I wasn't in the courtroom, but from what I've heard. And no bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm one nigga who knows. Everyone who knows me knows I hate this trendy social media shit. But I am paying attention to this trial. I am paying attention to what the fuck's happening and seeing how much information that I can. Truthful shit that I can take in.
Let me ask you this.
But hold on. I'm sorry, bro.
Go.
I want to something you said that I pinned and I have to. We want to talk about this. Women. Y'all don't know y'all set the fucking price. Women, y'all set the price. So, from a standard, like as a man, not gonna lie, as men, niggas be asking women, yo, you best with so-and-so, nigga, everybody's done did it before. And as a man, if a woman sits there and say to you, yeah, I did, so what? You not gonna fuck with me? You're gonna sit there and look at her like, damn, nah, like, nah, because that really doesn't matter to me, but... But then when you lie, it makes niggas think like I got some power to the situation. Like, and why do women lie about fucking niggas? Because if you did it, you did it. Just say you did it. Because you did it.
The optics, bro.
The optics of what?
The optics are how they're gonna look. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to look a certain way.
Yo, see, and one of my favorite movies of all times, one of my top 5 movies, Harlem Nights. She said one of my favorite lines. Delby said one of my favorite lines, and I'll say this today. And I love women that tell me the truth. Like, yeah, I did. Yo, if I'm dating a chick and I'm like, yo, what you do this weekend? I went on a date. I'm not caring. But then when I ask her like, yo, what you do? And I know she went on a date and she lied about it. Now I'm affected. Now I'm like, oh, you really okay? You think I'm stupid? But back to what I said, Harlem Nights. What she say? I'm an honest hoe, and all my hoes are honest. Yeah, I love a honest hoe. I love an honest hoe, my nigga. Hey, I can't say nothing. But
especially as being like, what am I going to say? All the shit I know, I done did out here.
Exactly. That's what I said. All the shit I done did, I'm like, I can't judge you. But when you lie about it, that's when I'm like, nah. See, I can't fuck with you.
But they. So you don't think about it like this. You don't think they might lie for the same reason men lie? Because if they feel like if they tell the truth, it might affect the nigga because now these new niggas they the new bitches, bro. They the new females. Niggas are way more sensitive than females are. I don't know if that's something that happened with evolution as the time went on.
I don't think it's sensitivity.
It is, but niggas care about a lot more shit nowadays. It seems like
we always have. They've always been vulnerable. They just hid themselves. They just hid their emotions. Through the years growing up, we couldn't show our emotions, and now we feel more comfortable of being. I don't even like this word because women use this shit all the time. Sassy, whatever, cool. Get your fingernails painted and be straight. Wear pearls and be straight, which is cool. I'm not judging nobody who do that, but that like the masculine construct has been redefined, and nowadays I feel like back in the days, growing up, if you showed emotions. It's like, yo, you're emotional. So you want me to be a sociopath. You want me to be a sociopath. You want me to be crazy. Because that's the niggas with no emotion. And emotion is affected by everything. Happiness is emotion. Sadness is emotion.
No, yeah, it's all emotion.
Everything you're affected by is an emotion. Everybody's emotional.
You do know this, though. You do know this. You don't think, let me ask you this. You don't think it's a thing as as men you don't think it's a thing we getting older? Because, as men, as we get older, we increase in estrogen as we get older. And females, they increase in, in testosterone. So as they get older. So as we get older, certain things start to affect us that didn't affect us when we was younger, bro.
Wow, I just learned something new on the podcast. Yo, shiz, Google that shit.
No, I'm telling you.
I just learned something new on the podcast.
So we do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, our estrogen increases as we get older. So it's certain things that when you was younger, you didn't give a fuck. Now when you get older, it affect you. In your mind, you be like, why the fuck?
Honestly, I feel like it started to be the opposite.
Think so? Like, what you mean?
I was more passionate about shit like in my 20s, 25s, get mad about shit. Now it's like in my 30s, 30, where I'm at right now, 31, do some shit, I'd be like, certain shit, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. That shit is not gonna affect my
Because you know why?
Nigga. Like, it is.
But because as you get older, you start to decipher the things that actually mean something to you.
Correct.
That matter to you. Correct. So now certain things ain't gonna matter as much as they did when you were younger. You see what I'm saying?
I give it time.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm hip.
What's
so
the
that
point?
so but how do we stem this from back to the so can I ask you my question?
Yes, sir.
On the Tory shit. So let me ask you this.
Shiz with the facts. Thank you, Razor.
So what do you think happened?
Honestly, I can't speculate.
He didn't say dance, bitch, dance.
I can't speculate. I don't know. I can't speculate. I can't do no more speculation. I cannot. All I know that, let's be accountable. Women hold each other accountable in their own mind, but they don't hold each other accountable. They in the back of their mind, women know what they do. All women have what Drake say, what he say in fucking her laws, something about taken to the grave. You taking 9 caskets for all the shit you taken to the grave. It's like this certain shit. All women are taken to the grave that they ain't gonna tell their best friend.
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna tell. They're not gonna tell the woman
because
that they send in dick sucking videos too.
Women judge each other, bro. They do, which is the craziest part. Because I mean, I'm not saying guys don't do it too, but I just feel like it's more on that side because and I'm only speaking from experience. I'm not just winging it. I've seen certain things to where like women will be like they'll do something and then or let's say it's been situations that happen with me and I'll be like I'm out of curiosity. I'm like, yo, did you tell you? No, and I'm like, why? Yeah, because that's supposed to be your fucking dog. You're shooting in the Uber.
I'm the same.
Why you ain't tell her? Because there's certain niggas. Rashad gonna know. Shiz gonna know if I did. Niggas is gonna know. Only off the shit because we, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we vibing, and that's my nigga.
But then women will do that shit. Oh, y'all chatty
patty. No, yo,
that's my funny. Man, nigga.
Yo, one of my
you talking about? I'm telling them, nigga.
One of my female friends asked me that shit last night. We was talking. She goes, yo, can I ask you a question? She was like, yo. She's like, somebody gonna say to me like, niggas talk more than females. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, yo, because I'm like, she's like, niggas be hearing bodies by rumors, like, because you'll tell your mans and blah, 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 and your man's telling them. I'm like, damn, you're right. That is how it happens. Like, I didn't socially understand. Well, I didn't digest it happening like that until she said it.
Suave,
I'm like,
Suave, but let me say something to you. But that's bullshit because these women have whole group chats with fucking 15 bitches in it, but where they in there acting crazy. But I tell 2 of my men now I'm a chatty patty. That's my man, bro.
Yeah, but we're not wrong for. But as men, we'll lie and be like, niggas be like, let's hold men accountable. Niggas be like, I ain't told nobody. No, I ain't told nobody.
No.
If a female asks me, yeah, nigga, I told my dog. Yeah, yo, nigga, you know how long I've been trying to get you. Nigga,
it's a lot of Lee Malvos, nigga. No disrespect to anybody at the gas stations and all that. But you know, it's a lot. Niggas be around a lot of fucking snipers, nigga.
A lot of Call of Duty motherfuckers.
What?
Nigga.
What?
Yes, we know that.
The wolves is out. The wolves is out.
So you're not. About? And me, I'm a nigga. I like. Well, if I'm really fucking with a shorty, even if it's dating, I like her. And nigga, even if we dating for a month, something about I like her. Mm-hmm. At least let me like you for the month. Well, I'm not trying to have my mans be and not knowing this shit like that. So it's just
and let me see. Put the camera on me. This is why a lot of you little cheesy niggas don't bring your bitches around niggas because you already know. You know what's gonna happen, and you're a little scared, and you don't want to bring them around them niggas and all that because, yeah. So move. But that shit happens. But back to if. Y'all females have these group chats where they just in there. If you do anything, bro, is up in that group chat for you. So I tell my man, I'm just telling my man, and I'm going to, bro. Yeah. Depending on the situation, we don't tell each other. But it's not like one of them things to where like a nigga fuck a bitch and then be like, oh, I gotta go. It'll come up in conversation. Like I'll be chilling, like we chilling. I just
That's
be like,
what I mean. Yeah, it'll come
and he be like, yo, you'll be like, yo, I seen your snap last night. This shit was lit. I'll be like, yeah, we was over here. That shit was lit. After we went to this, and then you know what I mean? We'll get into it, and then it's just like, you know, a little thing and it just comes up. Niggas ain't running to go do it on some shit.
I was too eager when I was explaining. Like, nah, it's just not like I'ma tell niggas, but it's not. I'm wake up in the morning. No, like, no. Yo, what happened last night? Oh, niggas was chilling, but yo, guess what happened?
Yeah, you remember the little thing over there?
Remember I've been telling y'all one? Y'all finally got it, nigga. Yo, stay out my cookie jar for a little while, nigga. Like. nigga Razor, he's bad.
Cookies is stale anyway, nigga.
This nigga's
Fuck out of
crazy,
here.
nigga.
Why you want them old ass Oreos?
I'm an honor roll student, my nigga. Are you kidding me? I am an honor roll student. When it comes to these grades, I'm averaging a B.
Why you want them Oreos? You bring them Oreos around us, they gonna get double stuffed, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yo,
that was double stuffed.
This nigga's wildin', bro. Yo, somebody, I need new co-host. Yo, somebody switch out, bro. This nigga's tripping right now. Being disrespectful on the first episode. But all that no, it's back to what you were saying. No, back to what you were saying initially. It's like, so as them being best friends, Meg didn't indulge to her best friend. You know, I fucked your man that you was fucking too, and my female friend, she asked me that shit last night too. She was like, so, but as men, you're gonna say that? I was like, no bullshit. If my man pop up with a female that I was dating that nobody know, or that I was kicking it on a low key, I am gonna pull him to the side like, yo, bro, just to let you know, before you get serious and everything, me and her had our one too, because before he even gets. Because if you tell a nigga that before he gets into, he knows, but then when you tell a nigga after he loves and after he fucks with, it's like now he feels like the wool been pulled over his eyes and niggas been playing him and all that, and it could have been happening on. So when you tell the nigga right then and there, it's like, okay, I know it's in the past, I know it's not. I can trust that it's not gonna happen no more because you're being real enough to tell me right now that it even happened in the past. So, and that's what I feel like. It's like when you're honest about shit, it builds a track record about shit. So it's like if you tell me some shit off the humbug that you ain't had to tell me, it's like, okay, damn. You dropped that little morsel for me to, okay, going forward, in my mind, this is on your resume, okay?
Jaws, the morsels.
These niggas in their fucking side comments,
the morsels. But so I agree with you.
So back to your point you're saying, so I don't feel like Tory was wrong for saying like, yo, nigga, you know we done did this and did that, blah, 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 blah.
Suave, but let me explain something to you. This is how females move. I seen some hard shit the other night. I'm gonna give y'all one of my little hitting joints is I watch Netflix, but I'll be putting on a little random shit. One of my favorite shows is The Circle. They be doing people know, they know. But I was watching some shit called Too Hot to Handle, right?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I'm about to get to my point. I was watching a show called Too Hot to Handle where they put all these, like 10 contestants, 5 females, 5 guys on an island, and they can't fuck. They can't do nothing.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, but they all young and they can't. And then they give them like $200,000, right? And for every time somebody kisses or does anything sexual, they get fined a fee for like $3,000, $6,000, and they take the money away from them.
How long is it for?
They there for like a month and some change.
I can do a month. Don't touch me at all.
But hold on. But let me tell you the point of the Megan and her girl shit, right? So I seen a girl go on there, right? This dude and this chick started vibing. They vibing out, and then the nigga was playing the field. So he went in the field and tried to holler at, he went on a date with the main shorty. Then he went back and was like, yo, I'm trying to see what's up with you. Boom, boom, boom. The one that he tried to see what's up with went back to the main joint and was like, yo, this nigga just tried to holler at me after y'all just came from the date. And she's like, oh, word? She tried to holler at me. Cuts the nigga off, starts fucking with another nigga. Right? So now the little bitch that told the main shorty ended up in that nigga's bed the same night that she ratted on. So I'm like, the whole time I'm sitting, I'm looking, I'm like, damn, this bitch really just wanted this girl's spot. And went and ratted on the nigga so shorty could stop fucking with him, and then took her spot. And I'm just like, that's like, females are really crazy when it comes to that shit. Like, you made it seem like you wasn't gonna fuck with the nigga. Like, yo, you shouldn't fuck with him because he's doing X, Y, Z. And then you ended up fucking with the nigga.
As a nigga Cash Gotti be saying, real life story.
Nigga.
I seen it in real life.
But this is what I'm saying.
I seen it in real life.
And these two supposed to be best friends. But when it comes down to, how do you put your own needs and wants over before somebody else's? Because at the end of the day, I want what I want and you're my best friend.
That's a part of being civil. That's a part of being civilization,
bro. That's a part of having a code. Something
morality, yes.
Having a code.
Morals, values, principles.
I might want it, but if you granted,
I can't do it.
Granted, I'm gonna give a little leeway on that. Is that all these people just met each other. The story I just told, they just met. Yeah. So there's no loyalty there, no nothing. But when you say real life shit, I'm talking about shit that happens like that you have seen that happen with real friends and real female friends. And
yeah, like what you did when we ain't gonna talk about it on camera.
There you go.
There you go.
whatever. I don't know what you talking
I
about.
know we talked about it. We're
All
gonna
right,
talk about it. Though.
Yeah, we'll chop it up. But
We talked about it already. It's not my
guess.
cookie jar, Razor.
not me. Not me,
Whatever
man.
you say, Jack.
I don't fuck with cookies. I'm the hamburger, nigga.
But he was talking about double stuffed a second ago. Get me the fuck out of here, man. Get me out of here.
But I hope that shit works out for everybody.
Yeah,
man.
it's not gonna work out for everybody. It's
I
not.
know.
It's
Somebody-
not. At the end of
somebody
the day,
gonna have to fall on the
somebody's
sword.
fucked over.
Somebody gonna have to fall on
And
the
it
sword.
sucks because at the end of the day, these are all beautiful, thriving black people that's doing what they can for their family. Tory, no matter how much Tory may annoy you as the antics and what he does, he's an amazing artist. He's done gave us
that nigga
fucking
is talented, bro.
Talented.
Bro.
And I was just telling somebody behind the scene, like, he was like, yo, this nigga Tory, he's using so-and-so's cadence. I'm like, the nigga's so ignorant. He does that shit just to show niggas, like, I'm better than you, my nigga. Like,
But it sucks when shit like this overshadows all of their talent and success. Because at the end of the day, the masses only care about this ratchet bullshit that doesn't, you know what I mean, that doesn't really mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. And that's the part I hate about it the most. It's just like, people care about this more than they'll care about everything else that these two have done in their career. And that's the part that sucks, because now this shit sticks with them forever, bro. Forever. The same way, but I'm thinking about how, because we were just talking about how, you know, that whole thing with Megan and her girl snaking her. And it just brings me back to plenty of times how you've been doing this shit for a while. We're just doing things in Boston. I've been doing this for a while, doing things in Boston. And that right there is literally part of the game at this point, right? The whole...
It's a sad thing. It's sad.
But it's part of the game. So now, my question to you is, my nigga, is like, how do we get to a point to where it's one of those things? So, because I asked you this earlier, I'm like, how do you put your own needs and wants before somebody else's? You know what I'm saying? Or below
Your
somebody
principles.
else's. I'm hip, but I'm saying we've been doing this shit for a while. So I'm thinking about people being snake, like I said, Megan and all them. I've done it. Oh, so let me give you a story. When I first did fucking Bijou, the first time I got it, right? Yeah. I put on Papa Don. And everybody know Papa Don, DJ, one of the biggest DJs in the city.
Shout out my brother Pop.
B is DJ. I had put him on to DJ at Bijou. Yeah. I remember this like it was yesterday. We used to play football every Sunday. Go out there and play.
I used
a
to
game
bust y'all ass.
No, you wasn't out there.
Stop playing.
Doing what?
We're razzing them. We used to play at
yeah,
at
you
BC
wasn't
High
there.
and all them.
You
You know I'm the
wasn't there.
athletic
But
one.
no,
Stop playing, bro.
What I'm saying is you never did nothing that was memorable.
Yes, you know. I don't know. Lying. That's why you're smiling right now, because you know.
No, but I'm saying
These niggas is crazy. Niggas know what I've done, did, and who I am on the football field.
But the thing was, you was like a place kicker, or you used to hike the ball. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was you did. But it wasn't nothing. No, you know
This
what I mean?
nigga's a great comedian.
I don't remember, nigga.
He's like Funny Marco, bro. He's the Funny Marco of the crew.
I mean, I give you Justin Tucker. I give you JT, bro.
Anybody watching this?
All right, I'm just saying.
Man. I'm that nigga on that football field.
But
I used to be at.
But what I'm saying is, I remember we was out there and I get a call, and it's like, yo, they just said, I just thought that Papa Don can't DJ your first night at Bijou because somebody called the owner and said that he brings the wrong crowd and they can't. So somebody went behind my back, snaked, because they knew what was going to happen to the city once we did it. So you know what I did? Being me, I said, okay, cool. I know the optics of it, so I took his name off the flyer because they didn't want it no more because of whatever they was told. And I had him still come and DJ. And I said, you still going to spin, bro. But my thing is, like, why isn't, to me, is in that, especially if you talk a promotion or anything, there's enough money in this city and anything we do to go around. Why start taking niggas' knees out and start doing all this weird shit that's unnecessary, bro?
And it's funny what you're saying, because I remember that shit like it was yesterday. Like, that Pop, I came up with Pop. Like, I can't. Everybody in the city know I came up with Pop. That's my guy. That's my brother. Man.
Hold on, and I still don't know who did that shit.
I don't know who did it, but I have a good idea.
Just know whoever called them, you're a bitch. Just know that.
I have a good idea.
Dead dogs.
Nigga.
That shit was corny.
Them niggas still promoters and shit too. But it is what it is. But around that time, remember, that's when I was managing Garage.
You were.
That was the same shit happening when we was booking. And remember, Garage was that spot before the hip hop spot at that time. So
especially in the summer because it was outside and it was
and Pop was the staple there because of
he had the city.
He was the staple there because.
Like 4 years.
I was managing there and I had to make sure I had to get my guy on every bill. No, I need Pop here. And he was the best DJ. Pop got to be on.
Fact.
So around that time, that's when niggas just started hating. Like, yo, we getting shit in. Like, yo, Laz would come in. Like, yo, bro, somebody called the ABCA or some shit. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called BABC. BABC is the it's like the officer unit of like fucking coming to the club and checking shit out and shit. And they used to come by before, like, yo, okay, Pop can't do this, Pop can't do that, or y'all can't, this person can't promote here, this person can't do it. We're like, what the? And it's like, we know these niggas ain't in the culture. So it got to be somebody behind the scene really snaking.
Exactly.
And it's funny that you're saying that, and while you're saying it, you're looking at me but don't remember exactly like of how we both went through the same thing at the same exact time. Like, because I was, even before, like, a couple years, because I started managing Garage and shout out to my guy Laz for giving me the opportunity. We made that shit a staple. Mick Swagger came through, did his fucking thing, turned that bitch up on Campaign Sundays, promoting that bitch like a motherfucker. We had Johnny T and them coming on College Boys, coming on Thursday night, fuck that shit up. We had the International night on Fridays where nothing but fucking internet, like fly ass cars going. You remember the walkway? Nothing but fly cars on the walkway. Friday night was Spanish night. Saturday night was the International night. But that's it. Today says it's like being behind the scene of managing, and like I've been on the promoting side and the managing side. So knowing it's like, okay, being back on the manager side, it's like you just have to let them just do what they got to do and promote and do their job. And when you hear shit like that on the back end, it's like, you know that's gonna hinder your money on the back end night too, because you know like Pop's gonna make this night pop. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I still can't take an L by taking a fine or taking some other shit by having this nigga still come here or put one on a flyer. So when you do innovative shit like what you did by taking names off flyer, like one of my guys, Mick Swagger, he taught me the entertainment game. Like first nigga that put me on this week and said, yo, I'm gonna show you, like you got a name, nigga. You should stop throwing events at your crib, cookouts, kickbacks, and all that shit, nigga. You can make some money off fucking putting a fly out. And I'm like,
and if hold on, not to cut you off. If I knew what I knew now, I still go out here and there, and niggas be doing after parties in the city. You go into somebody's house or the basement, they charging $400 for a bottle. I did that shit. The best after parties,
bro.
I did that shit for 10 years and didn't charge a dime.
Legendary slates, man.
What?
Some things done happened there,
man. No, but it was
some
cool.
Things that happened there, man.
No, but Swab, let me say something to you. It was cool because it was
legendary things that happened there.
Because the reason why that dynamic was different because it was all of.
Do y'all remember the FEC after parties?
But it was all friends. So now, but think about this. I start charging niggas at the door. How do I tell a nigga like Mook if he walk in?
Yo, I'm not paying you. Fuck you,
it's
nigga.
15, nigga.
And Mook's ass, Mook's ignorant.
What you gonna say to me, nigga?
You gonna try to fight niggas?
You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro. I'm about to stick my dog on you, bro, because you're pissing me off. My nigga, get off my porch.
Exactly. But at the time, it was a different time. But I just knew I had the hookahs. But everybody was getting their dicks up, so I didn't care. Everybody was. What?
Definitely was.
You?
Definitely was.
Remember when I had the sock in the door?
The peephole.
No.
Y'all got here story. One time, raise a sicko,
yo. Nah. Hold on. No, I gotta tell it because
you gotta tell it, man.
It was one time we was throwing the party. I was throwing the after party at my crib. We was cooling, everybody smoking hookah, drinking, and my fucking. Everybody know Hildreth Street was fucking ratchet,
legendary night,
but
man.
it was legendary for what we did. And I had no door handle on my door, so that it was a hole literally in the door.
No doorknob on the bathroom door.
So this nigga Suave disappears for like 15, 20 minutes.
To disappear.
So I'm like, well, where this nigga go? So me, I gotta piss because I'm on this yacht, nigga. I'm the only nigga that still drinks Hennessy. Privileged, by the way. Always. But I go to the bathroom and the shit won't open. I'm like, Let me look through this fucking peephole and see what's going on, nigga. I look through the peephole and I just see this nigga Suave against the wall getting mopped off. Hold on, mid-party though, bro. The shit was mid-party. Like, niggas was still there. Like, the bathroom was right there. And that's not even the wildest shit I seen there, but it was just...
It was so funny. Yo, I had to stop. Yo, it was so funny. Like, the shit was so funny. I had to stop because, you know when you're watching a movie or a scary movie and it's like... You see the doorknob, you see nothing there, and you just see a face. Like,
you see me?
Yo, I seen this nigga's eye. I just bust out laughing. Like, yo. She's like, what? I'm like, I'm just crying, laughing. Like, yo, this nigga's crazy, yo.
Yo, bullshit. I watched it. I said, damn, Shorty can't go in there right here. Hold on.
This nigga just looking at me, starts laughing. I'm like, this nigga's
crazy,
bro.
Dead Dogs almost went through the people and said, I'm next. On G's, I almost said that shit. You
gotta be better, man. But we used to be wild out back in the day.
But I said that to say.
That was us in the back day. We was young.
I said that to say, if I knew what I knew now, niggas would have been up. But niggas just did it off the humble.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And that's why we're so up off, like, fucking currency. We have a different currency, bro. We have a real nigga currency, real man currency that comes with us because of so much things we have done for people off the humbug. Where it's like, no, I don't need nothing from you. Like, have fun, enjoy yourself. So people remember. A lot of people remember the times when you made them feel best, when you made them feel happy. So it's like
that's all they remember. Because at the end of the day, we all
no, that's not all they remember. Because when you piss somebody off, make somebody feel mad.
I'm going bigger picture as far as like. When we're all dead, we all got an expiration date, right? But okay, maybe your legacy. So that we'll tap into that. But what I'm saying is, when we're all gone and we out of this bitch and it's over, people don't remember what you wore when you went to this one party or how much money you had in your pocket when you did this. They remember how you made them feel. People always remember how you made them feel, and that's why I'm big on that aspect of how I do certain things. Everybody don't deserve that part of you because it's not worth it. But I'm very conscious of, I know I don't like somebody to make me feel like shit. So I don't want to treat people like shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah, no, you're correct. But a lot of people use that feeling as value, as currency. So it's like, nigga, to make you feel good, I need a few dollars out of you. And it's like, people are less attached to that because it's like, it wasn't genuine, it wasn't natural. So it's like, that's why it's like I said, we have a different type of currency. It's like me and you haven't been in the club in years. We haven't thrown an event in the club in years. Beside in Providence, we done made some money on Providence last year. Shout out to you, my nigga. Shout out to Sage. But other than that, fucking in Boston, me and Razor haven't had an event in Boston in a while. If we put an event together,
well, I do now. I don't.
R&R Sundays. Oh, that shit has been going up. Shout out Fort Hill, R&R Sundays. I still haven't been yet, but I think I will be going this Sunday. Yes, I will be. But it's like when you offer a different type of currency, it's like real niggas last forever, bro. Like when you're a real nigga, your run's gonna last forever, bro. You can take time where people are gonna say, "Oh, damn, that nigga might have fall off." No, I didn't fall off. I fell back, my nigga. I had to get a few things straight because why? I was too close to building. Like back to earlier when you were saying putting them brick by brick by brick by brick by brick. When you're too close, you're not noticing. Yeah. So when you never take a step back to notice what you're building, and you're too close
because you're in the moment. You don't see it. Everybody else see it. They might act like they don't, but they
hold on.
See
listen. When you're doing that and you're too close, you realize, nigga, you done built the front side of your house brick by brick with no fucking front door, or no windows. Until you take a step back and realize, okay, I gotta navigate this. I gotta change this. I gotta do this. I need extra cement when I use this color brick or this size brick or whatever. Like, you don't understand things until you step back. So it's like, in that day, I remember being in the meetings with you, like, because we used to do a lot of events together. I remember what no free turn up. We used to remember, the event was called No Free Turn Up.
No free turn up.
And we brought all the liquor, all the food. Nigga, come have fun.
No free turn up and everything was free.
We did legendary shit. We did legendary shit, bro. That was crazy.
Bullshit. No free turn up.
That was crazy. Yeah, no free turn up. Wow.
And everything was free.
But everything was free.
But within that, right?
And it's no funny, my fault to cut you off. Because I remember we started that because it was like, yo, bro, we really just be giving niggas a free vibe all the time. Bro, and then it's like, even if niggas in this, like, I'm not gonna say, like, I've never been a nigga, the richest nigga in the room, never been that. I will be one day, and I don't even want to be the richest nigga in the room. I want everybody to have it. I never want to be the richest nigga in the room. I just got a vibe where people be coming off to me like, yo, you got it, you rich. Nigga, no, I don't, nigga. I have a few dollars that I've done worked for, and then, nigga, I'm 31. I done did a few things, like, nigga, but, nigga, I don't got it, but I'm working to have it, so, but why do I got to give you the feeling of me being broke to make you feel like that I'm broke? No, it's just my energy, and I feel like, nigga, my currency that I give is just, it's a different type of value. I can be broke and still I'm gonna make someone feel rich. I'm gonna make myself feel rich because I know one day it's a mindset. Being broke is a mindset.
But you also gotta remember, we grew up in a different time, right? Like I said, I'm 37. We grew up.
You never said that.
No, I did. I said I snuck it in there somewhere.
I didn't want to
at
say
some point. Yeah, you 23, but I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? We gonna get there.
I know I look like it.
No,
this black don't crack over here.
No bullshit. It's the glasses, nigga. It's not you.
Why he hates me for, man?
It's sparkling. But what I'm saying is, we have to realize that we grew up in a different time. Our era now has seen every fucking aspect. We grew up with a time where remember AOL online when the phone had to be plugged in and the static.
I used to go crazy after 10:30. My mom go to bed 11 o'clock because you couldn't be on the phone and AOL at the same time. So I used to wait till I go to bed, plug that shit in. I'm on a chat, nigga. FFM, nigga. FFM.
I'm talking back on the day when the cable channels had an A and B side, and I used to watch 23, the porn.
24. Are you kidding me?
The shit had no vertical hole, and I couldn't see nothing, but I could hear them moaning. I'm talking, we going back, but
this nigga
our era, we have seen everything, right? So we grew up a little differently. But like, you got niggas that grew up. We got my nigga Shiz over here in the crowd. He grew up with his pops. Shout out to
OG Shiz.
Yeah,
Brown,
OG
man.
Shiz, the real Shiz in the city, not this one.
You should have named Sean Brown Jr. You should have named Double Jr.
Named him Young Boy.
Young Boy. Young Shandon. You should have called him Young Shandon.
But
before Shandon was even born.
You're talking about times that you grow up where it was just different. So the things that's instilled in us is different from now. Because I see a lot of things now that's just like I would never do that. I would never, and I don't judge nobody on it. And you can't, hold on. You can't take, and I'm big on this, you can't take somebody out of their era or they struggle, right? And I use this example. I use this all the time. I grew up with just my mom, and it was me and my sister, right? And I swear to God, I grew up in Philadelphia. For who doesn't know, I'm from there.
Don't fuck with Philly or New York niggas.
Don't do that.
He's
Shout
the
out
only
215. Hold on. Some real shit, though. I grew up with just my mom, but I literally thought at the time that everybody was raised with just a mom and not a dad. I thought that. I didn't know. Wow. I didn't know no better, bro, right? So when you grow up with that mentality, you everything you learn and everything I learned going forward was something that I taught myself. I taught myself how to drive a car. I taught myself how to dribble a basketball, how to talk to a girl, everything I taught. I never had no big homie in anything that I've ever done.
That's why you drive like that.
Yeah, no, you be nervous.
Everything makes sense now.
Right? But I say that to say the times that, so I don't take nobody out of their struggle. So now you think about, right, we look at white kids that their parents get divorced, right? And then they be ready to fucking lose it. And then as us growing up how we grew up, we'll look at it and be like, are you kidding me? Like, what? We grew up like this. But what I'm saying, that's light to us. But to them, I'm not going to take them out of their struggle because that's their struggle. I get it. That might be something to you, but for us, I'm not going to blame you for it. That's like blaming Wilt Chamberlain for scoring 100 and you asking who's guarding him is probably a 6'3" white boy when he's fucking 7 foot tall and beasting on niggas. Does that make him any less great?
Not my fault.
But does that make him any less great?
No.
He can't help when he was born. I can't take him out of his era, right? So these young kids nowadays, I can't take them out of their era. But what I feel like we want to do here is just give that perspective of I understand what's going on with y'all, but there is a better way and there is a different way because we've been through it. We know it's possible. We were throwing niggas. How else parties used to pop before social media? How else? There was no social media. It was all word of mouth. It was interaction with
Quick
people.
text message.
No, I'm talking before text swap. I'm talking about, you think your moms and your grandmother, they wasn't partying?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, okay.
Everybody was partying. So I'm going that far back to where it's like that. It's possible. But we make it seem like it's not possible because of innovation.
Niggas make shit so easy, yeah.
It's everything. The transfer of information is so quick. It's nuts. But it's a possible way to do things other than now, and that's all I want to get across to people, to the younger generation.
And it's funny you say that because, I hate when we be in Boston, right? And niggas like somebody say like, "Yo, go to Stashes," and niggas put Stashes in their GPS. Like, "Yo, my nigga." Yo, I just put it in. It's like, and that's what it was created for. Society. This is the first podcast, so I'm not gonna divulge deep into how my brain works.
Oh no, we gonna have a podcast where we gonna get.
I am one of them niggas from you know me from the hood, but I am a fucking intellectual, cultural motherfucker. The way I think, my mindset, and the shit I study, the shit I research, and the way I talk. I do a lot of research, so I have a lot of knowledge. I have a lot of knowledge and facts, statistics on a lot of things. My shit gets deep. So when we talk about that, as far as like, I feel like everything has been, we're gonna leave this out. We're gonna leave that for another episode. I can't, bro, because that's just gonna open a whole nother can of whip ass. But back to what you was talking about, back to us just before time. It was like, I remember back in the time, it was like, even then, it's like, when was the best times growing up? Summertime with your friends. You was never in the house. You wasn't on social media saying I'm gonna be here. You wasn't on fucking on the game telling niggas oh meet up here. You was niggas just know, yo, I'm gonna be here, and it's like, and it's crazy. This goes back to like the morals, value, and principles of we had in the 90s growing
MVP,
up in the
right?
2000s. Yes, MVPs, my nigga. I like that. Thank you for plugging it in. Morals, value, principles, and real big on that Suave like shit. But it's like we were more trustworthy because we were big in our word. If we could say something a week ahead of time, like, yo, I'm gonna see you, or I'm gonna meet you at the park at so and so at 3:00. Niggas just end up popping up at the park at.
But you're automatically more trustworthy because you actually have those human interactions with people. You're around them more.
And that's why we're building this podcast, just to get back more on the human, civilization aspect. Like, we have to have these conversations to understand each other. It's not just, oh, fuck that person, fuck that person, fuck that person. Like, now, because we feel like we have social media, people feel like, okay, they have so much accessibility to anybody they want in their life that doesn't create the perfect person. Then they think they created that perfect person through a social media aspect or app, and then when they meet that person in real life 3-4 months down the line, it's like, damn, like, you're just like this motherfucker in a different suit. You just this person in a whole different body. But it's like, you wanted those fake interactions, those facilities that can make you feel comfortable. People act like they don't want that. People want to feel comfortable. People feel. And we said that.
And you know the term for that? Ignorance is bliss.
As well.
Ignorance is bliss, bro. We know. Yes. We know what's going on. I be with people all the time in every facet of life. You know what I mean? I was telling these niggas earlier, I fucked around and went to the wrong after yesterday. And it wasn't, you know what I mean? It's coke on the table.
The shit he showed me.
Yeah, it's coke on the table.
Coke on the table, coke in the liquor, coke in the weed, coke in everything. He was coked out by the end of the night. He didn't even know it.
I hope and pray Jesus I wasn't. But I took a little sip with some flakes in there. So now, you know where my mind went? Remember the gold slagger, the one that used to have the gold
super
flake?
bad, nigga.
No, bro,
do you need anything tonight? I like the gold slugger.
And this is the ignorance of me trying to give the benefit of the doubt or where the fuck I'm at. And so I'm like, yo, bro, nah.
Until you seen a rolled up dollar with mad dust next to it. The nigga thought.
But I've been in. I say that to say I've been in every. I've been.
But yo, what's up? Like, what's up with this new fad of? Like, no, it's not a fad because niggas been doing drugs forever. Niggas been doing drugs forever. But why are people so risky now?
What are you about? Oh.
Why are people so risky now with the drugs?
The bright lights, bro.
Okay.
The bright lights. So
okay.
So what happens is right? It's the mob mentality, right? There's a lot of people, you ever see a mob of people, if it's a mob of people around and they're fucking around with one person, they're going to do things they wouldn't necessarily do because of the mob is around them, right? So now that's the same thing with peer pressure and everything. So now you go into the club, you got the bright lights, everything's going on, the bitches is looking good, all this shit going on, and it's just like, it's the fad. It's what they do. Niggas is popping pills, they doing all type. Do what you do. Now, we were just talking about this on the drive up. All I can say on that, I can't control niggas who want to do whatever they want to do in their life. But if you're going to do that and you down that lane, make sure you know who and where you getting your shit from. Because now it's getting a little crazy. It's not getting, it is crazy and it's spooky, and you niggas got to be careful. If I'm out here doing whatever I'm doing, I'm going to make sure I know, okay, bro, I did this once with you and I'm going to go to you again. I'm going to go to you again. I'm going to go. Niggas is just out here. When they get under them bright lights, yo, I got, yo, do this right here, and the bitch will suck your dick all night. Oh, yeah, whatever.
Hold on. Something different than that. I ain't never
I'm
heard that before.
And this is what happens out here. And it's not just a Boston thing. This is everywhere. And it's things we see, and the sad part is that we have to cope, right? We can sit here and rage against the machine all we want, but it's the life we live in. So we got to cope. It's either you get with it or understand it, or you get the fuck out. So we doing certain things to where it's like, I have to know where I'm at and know my surroundings.
Y'all gonna
right?
leave me on.
I told you, I took the couple shots of that fucking shit, and I looked in it, and I'm like, I knew better, bro. I never should have grabbed that open bottle out of that fucking cabinet and drink this shit without, I know better. But once again, I'm not exempt from it. I'm in the lights, I'm out there, we chilling, we vibing. Y'all don't got no cognac? Okay, this is cognac? All right. And I look and I say, all right, yeah, nah. This gotta go.
And it's funny, like, and you see, this is how me and Razor really just sit down and talk. This is not no podcast. This is how we have regular conversations. We just diverted.
It is a podcast. We got two big ass lights right now. It's just crazy.
But it's like this is a real man podcast. Like, and I was gonna say, just because niggas got a podcast, don't think we know podcast niggas, okay? So if we say some shit on here that y'all don't like or that y'all don't agree with, you better leave niggas alone, man. Okay, just disagree yourself in private.
But can we say we not podcast niggas doing a podcast?
Yes, I am.
Huh?
I'm not no podcast nigga.
Well, can you fly a plane and say I'm not a pilot? Fucked you up, didn't I? Fuck you up.
Yo, this nigga's tripping.
Nigga.
Hold on.
If you fly a plane, are you a pilot?
Okay, you are correct about that. But what I'm saying is, we are real men on this podcast that we just want to. We just really want to have a platform where we want to discuss certain shit and really give our viewpoint and the past that we've been through and where we at now. It's like we feel like we can give a lot of insight and a lot of growth going forward. And it's like you can pick up on certain things, you can leave certain things. That's with anything in life. But it's like the question you asked, I guess no. So I guess we are podcast niggas. But at the end of the day, just know we're not here to be the fucking viral, let's get the moments for you guys. The way we having conversations, the way we have conversations was my point is. So I want to go back to what we was talking about, just about the snaking aspect.
Hold on, but and to piggyback off you, that one point, my point is, one of my favorite lines is, and I use it all the time, it's not what we do, it's how we do it, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we doing a podcast, so now, okay, we in that podcast lane. So now niggas gonna put us in that podcast lane. Okay. Cool. But what the difference is between me, niggas, is I'm willing to accept everything that comes with it.
I'm not. Y'all better leave me the fuck alone.
No.
Y'all better spam them comments, okay? That's it. Y'all better leave me alone in person.
Damn, they not.
Y'all better leave me alone in person, okay?
And then what? Because at the end of the day, bro.
You're right.
Hold on, no. But Suave, at the end of the day, my nigga, and this is something that can go at the end or whatever. What I'm trying to tell you is, I'm a AGM. I'm an AGM in my regular spot. I do a night, and then we're doing this. My point on that is that I would much rather try and then this shit just go to fucking shit than not try this shit at all, bro. No bullshit. That's what I'm saying, because at least we try. Now, if we do this shit and it don't go nowhere and it's trash, then cool, my nigga. But let me explain something to you. A lot of you niggas sitting around thinking about what you gonna do. I want to do this. I might do that. I think I want to do this. You niggas is scared to fail. I don't care about that shit, bro. And neither should you, bro.
Go.
And then if it doesn't work, okay, cool. Then niggas like us, we gonna go on to the next thing and go on to the next thing and go on to the next thing and go on to the next thing until something works and do something. Because at the end of the day, this life shit, none of us got to figure it out. But I'm gonna try every aspect. There's certain things I know I'm good at. I'm good at talking. I've been doing Razor Ranch. You've been doing, we're good at this. So we're gonna try it, and then we're gonna go from there. But I would much rather do this than just sit back and be like, damn, I wish I did. We could have did this 2 years ago.
Talking about it like, damn, this thing you be talking to the.
So anybody that's gonna criticize us on doing what we doing or whatever, nigga, what are you doing? Ask yourself that before you start talking.
But like you was just saying, like, niggas don't care of no one criticizing an aspect of what we're doing at the end of the day. Like, I think, like I said, that's why when I was looking for the perfect host to help me bring this vision to life, I'm like, it's Razor. Gotta be Razor. Me and Razor went through a few things, but we realized no, it gotta be me and you. Like this is because the way we are and how we just digest things and could just move on. And is what it is. Ain't no nigga stopping us from getting this shit popping. Even though me and I was working with this idea for this podcast for the last 3 years. 3 years. But me and Razor been working together on making this happen for the last year. But we was like, yo, when we just gotta make it happen. We gotta make it happen. And
sometimes you gotta rip the Band-Aid off. You know, in our minds, I feel like what happened was we were like in our minds, kind of in the back, we were like waiting on the perfect
moment.
time.
Yeah,
now
you gotta start it.
That is never going to be any perfect time.
Never.
Rip that fucking Band-Aid off like we doing right now, and then we build.
Because look at now, our first episode, our pilot episode we shoot right now. We have to talk about the Meg and Tory shit. Yeah. I don't want to fucking talk about it.
Nah, we're going to chat about it.
But we have to talk about it.
We're going to chat.
And just because we waited so long, now look at now the bullshit that come up, you're gonna have to speak on this shit right here. Mm-hmm. So it's like, let's just go back to saying it's like rip the Band-Aid off, no matter what. If it's day 1, day 5, day 10, day 20, just rip that shit off no matter what. Because at the end of the day, it's never no perfect. You're gonna have to deal with that shit. You're gonna have to deal with some bullshit. And me, I always just I didn't want to be. I hate these new trendy social media niggas. I never wanted to be that. And it's like, and that's one of my things with my mind when I start thinking of this podcast. It's like I don't want to be one of them niggas who just chatting, just running their mouth, just doing this for no reason.
And to think about Suave put this shit together. He brought the idea to the table, right? And the crazy part is, everything he didn't put together and he knew, still was nervous.
Word.
Still was nervous. Still didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But and that's that unsure part about it.
But insecurity. That's called the insecure. I was insecure about starting.
But it goes back to the point you said earlier, getting comfortable, being uncomfortable.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Bro, niggas like me and niggas like you, I thrive in that lane.
Yes,
bro.
yes.
I thrive in that lane, bro.
In even how much we thrive in it, there's times where you feel less than. Mm-hmm. I know I have. Mm-hmm. Even with me being the man that I am, and it's like, yo, people be saying to me like, yo, nigga, like you really just be taking shit in stride and da-da-da-da. No, I be having fucking some weak ass moments sometimes. Mm-hmm. But that's life. Like you gotta push through them shits. Like there's nobody, life's ups and downs. Mm-hmm. Like no matter, like it's your heartbeat. When you look at your heartbeat, that's your life. Mm-hmm. It's up and down thing that you're gonna have to go through. Mm-hmm. Certain times it's gonna be stronger than certain times you're gonna be weaker than certain times. But it's all about like your mindset of getting through it. Mm-hmm. And I'm a nigga that's always been like, yo, I'd rather face the hard times right now and then it be easy and then face it later. Mm-hmm. So it's like whenever hard times come, it's just like I'm not gonna have to deal with this later. Mm-hmm. And then even when I deal with it again, I'm like, okay, I'm dealing with this again because I'm not gonna have to deal with this later. Mm-hmm. So it's like, even I'm saying that to say this. So even with this, everything that came up with this podcast, we had so many elements that couldn't stop us from shooting today. Mm-hmm. It was like, no, we have to make this shit happen. Mm-hmm. Because we've been doing this for so long, and we've been doing this dance. I feel like we're doing this dance because we're scared, and I feel like we both started to realize that with each other. It's like, I think we're both scared. No, we have to pull this fucking trigger.
And that might be one of the realest shit you said today. It's the land of not knowing. The land of not knowing, and also the land of being afraid to fail.
And like no bullshit. Certain times, like I would call Razor about some shit, like, "Yo, did you do this or just that?" And it's like his response to me wouldn't be what I wanted to be. It'll just aggravate me. I'd be like, and honestly, how we got through them times is my growth. Because the old me, niggas know the old Suave. The old Suave would have been like, nigga, fuck this shit. Nope. Da-da-da-da. I'm throwing this in the trash, nigga. We moving to the next thing, because nigga.
And then what do you think my response would have been?
Fuck it, nigga.
Hey, what you gotta do?
Who gives a fuck, nigga? It is what it is, nigga. But I was like, no, nigga. I know his reaction to the emotion that he's dealing with is different than my reaction. That's what it is. So I know you're dealing with an urgency of you want to get this podcast done.
I do.
This. I know that. I know you wanted to get this done, but I know we both have been dealing with insecurities and fears that in different ways. But it's like, nah, today we have to get this shit done. There's no more waiting. And it's like, I'm glad we pulled the trigger on that, bro. And it's like, shout out to 212 Podcast, man. Shout out to you, my nigga. Getting this shit finally started.
And what I want to say, I mean, we're going to close it out. What I want to say is, this is an idea. It's your brainchild, right? And I would never, ever take that away from you. You brought it to me, and I'm appreciative because it's something that I know you as well. People be like, yo, Razor, when I used to do Razor rants and this, that, and the third, and I was a very outspoken person. I like when Twitter first started popping, I was wild. I didn't give a fuck about who I offended.
When you used to be posting them old shits, I'd be like, this nigga's crazy.
But bro, it used to be wild.
And you know, I'm a crazy. I say what I want. But I'm like, this
no.
crazy.
And then I don't care about the back end of it or the consequences. But I just say that to say, I appreciate you reaching out, and once we drop this, and then we really get into that groove of understanding how I bounce off of you and you bounce off of me, and understanding that real lane of what we doing. Yeah, pause. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I get your drift, bro.
Don't we can't do that because nigga, you gonna get us shut down before we even get started. Because that community is the strongest ever. We not doing that. I'm not
fuck with
going
y'all.
down
Stand
that
united.
lane.
We stand united.
Yeah.
We stand united.
Not me. What I'm saying is, I already know where this is going to go. I know it. And consistency is what's going to be the key in everything in life on top of this.
And
it's
bro,
consistent.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you believing in my vision. I appreciate you wanting to be a part of this. And I really feel like I picked the perfect co-host to help me get my vision and get what we want to do with this podcast and this platform out there. And this being a pilot episode, when we go from here, our team is building. Shout out to our Shooter Noble, Museum TV.
Big facts. He didn't deal with some things tonight we've been over, but
shout out to production, Put in Work TV, my nigga Rob.
Shout out V, Big Vlad,
big sponsor of that shit, my nigga. I promise you that.
But we can't end this, right? And I mean this. We can't end this without doing a little shout out to the fallen soldiers, the niggas we lost.
Oh man, it's been a crazy year.
And in this city right here alone, we went through some shit. You know what I'm saying? And that got to be a respect thing. Just I wouldn't feel right doing this without, you know what I mean, paying homage to somebody. I know you fuck with somebody I met through you that you loved.
My guy.
Shawty.
The king.
You know what I'm saying? So respect to him.
Big dog.
Big shout out to my barber, Max. He was my barber for 12 years. Rest in peace, bro. Honestly, one of the thoroughest niggas I've ever met. And I come across a lot of people, and he was authentic through and through. And through some course or whatever it is we do, excuse me, people like that have certain influences on certain things you do, even if it's a subconscious thing.
Yeah, facts.
And you don't even realize it, right? And I just gotta take a moment out to take a little shot for them, and God rest the dead, bro.
Definitely don't take a shot for all our fallen ones this year. Everybody.
Salud. I'm not Spanish either, nigga. My name's Ramon, but don't do that.
But I like to close this out by saying thank y'all so much for tuning in to the pilot
introductory episode of the 212 podcast. We got so much more coming for y'all. We got some special guests. We gonna bring some people. You know, we got some shit.
It's up, and it's not just guests. We gonna focus on a lot of people, and
a lot of different topics too.
But we wanna influence the, you know what I mean, everything. Not influence might not be the right word, but we wanna have an impression on everything when it comes to, you know, every state. But Boston is our state. So we're going to bring people in that's from Boston that we know had a great impact on the city in a positive way. And then we might get on some ratchet shit, somebody who had an impact on the city in a negative way without ratting or doing whatever. But we want all aspects of everything because
that's how you learn.
That's how you
learn.
learn.
We can't keep closing our mind down to.
I want everybody's perspective, Suave.
Yes.
Everybody's,
just your perspective. No, we need everybody's.
Everybody's.
We can't grow. We can't sit down and discuss shit. We can't 212 without having an understanding of everybody, all walks of life, all different type of people, no matter where you come from. So we want to close out by saying, fuck y'all niggas, man. Yo, we got our first podcast done. I'm excited, nigga. Yo, I was scared as shit. Yo, but now it's done, baby. Second episode coming soon.
That's how I've been,
We
man.
done, baby. Thank y'all for tuning in.
That shit ain't make me a hookah either. You a clown. You fired, nigga, on the first day. How you get fired on your day off, nigga? On dogs, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Baby playing show and tell. She like the way she really seen it in the magazines. I had to up it double back just so that you believe. The critics get the best of you, so use it as a seed. Going on like 4 years, I be thinking way back. First I went to Cali, ran a ghost, that thing was all black. My girl keep on telling me, got talent but you laid back. I've been on some other shit, now talking this is straight facts and I'm about it. Every time you see me.